Hi, this is Dell Sweet. Thank you for listening to this podcast.
Hi, this is Amy Adams. Welcome to the podcast, read by me, written by Dell Sweet. Copyright 2020, all rights reserved in their entirety. Episode 18. Candace, March 14th. I guess I should start this the right way. I hadn't thought about it when it was just me to think about, but it's more than me, or even those of us that are here now. It's the ones who might come, or will come after. So even if you figured out almost all of what I'm about to write, I'll write it anyway. I read back over what I had written, and it doesn't even seem like me. Like I wrote it, like those things happened to me. My name is Candace Loy. I was living here when all this happened. I'm not from Watertown. I actually did live here for a while last year, but that's a long story. The point is I'm not really from here like the others are. My man is Mike Collins, and we are with two other couples, Jan and Bob Dove, and Tom Evans and Lydia George. I came here with them. Mike was on his own then. I was too, even though I had people around me. I guess if you've read all of my diary, you know what I'm talking about. I had Jan as a friend, this diary, and my father's gun. I thank God for what I had, especially Jan. Jan and Bob are older. They are really good people. Tom and Lydia are younger. Well, Lydia is. Lydia is even younger than I am, but Tom is quite a bit older. I don't think anyone cares about that anymore, though. At least nobody here does. We are going to leave here sometime in the next few months and try to make it down to the Gulf Coast. We don't know for sure how that will go. I'll keep this updated, though, until then. We're going to leave these behind us. Hopefully they will be useful to someone, but I think I'll keep my little notebook. It means something to me. Things we do know. You can get trucks and cars to start as long as they're older ones that don't have electronic brain boxes, as Bob put it. That is how we intend to go before winter, or just after winter really lets go. Otherwise, we'd really have to wait for summer to settle in before we could chance traveling. There are several sporting goods stores in the area. We're all carrying guns now. It seems the smart thing to do. Maybe I should say it would be stupid not to. We think it only makes good sense. This cave we are in seems stable, but many of the other structures in the city aren't safe to live in. We don't know how deep these caves go. We're going to try to reach others with ham radios. We're also trying to find a battery-powered television just to see if anything is on the air. We're hopeful. We're also going to pick up some handheld FM radios, walkie-talkies Bob calls them. That way we can speak to each other when we're separated. The sun is rising in the north, really the northwest. The days were long, then short, now going back towards long again. We don't know what that might mean, where it will end, or even where we will be when it does end. And maybe end is the wrong word to use. We don't know what began or ended, might begin or end. I reread that. I guess it seems melodramatic, at least to me, but it's honest. I will write more as we go along. March 15th, early morning. Darkness held the road that fronted the cave. The moonlight, sparse, reflected off the rapids of the Black River. A shadow moved by one of the pickup trucks. Another moved by the Suburban. The sound of sand gritting beneath the sole of a shoe came clearly in the shadowy darkness. The door of the pickup squealed loudly as it was carefully opened. The shadow paused, looking toward the Suburban. The shadow there appeared to be fighting with the door to no avail. The shadow next to the pickup gestured quickly with both hands, and the shadow next to the Suburban gave up on the door, crossed to the pickup, and climbed inside. Once they were both inside, silence returned to the small patch of asphalt that fronted the cave. A few seconds later, the pickup roared to life. The headlights snapped on, the wheels turned hard left, and the driver launched the truck down what was left of the shattered roadway. Voices were raised in alarm from inside the cave, and within just a few moments everyone inside was outside. Lydia, gun in hand, unloaded the full clip at the fleeing pickup truck. Both Tom and Mike snapped off a single shot, more in startled response to Lydia's shots than with any real hope of hitting the retreating pickup truck. "Jesus," Lydia said breathlessly. "They stole our truck." She turned and looked at Mike with wide, frightened eyes. "They stole our goddamn truck," she repeated. "How could they steal our truck?" Tom headed for the Suburban and pulled the keys from his pocket, preparing to unlock the door. "Tom," Mike called, "where you going, man?" "That's our goddamn truck. I'm going to get it." His eyes were wild, the truck keys in one hand, a pistol in the other, no shirt, sockless shoes, laces trailing. "It's an old truck, man," Mike said. "It's my old truck," Tom said defensively, "and if I catch that fucker..." "Fuckers," Lydia said. "What?" Tom asked. "Fuckers, as in I saw two heads. Two of them, not one," Lydia said. Her voice held a breathless, excited quality to it that Mike didn't like. She was dressed in jeans and a thin t-shirt. She shivered slightly, whether from the cold or the excitement, Mike couldn't tell. "Either way, 1, 2, how would we catch them? And then what? Are we going to shoot somebody for stealing an old truck? Is that what things have come to?" Mike asked. "Look, don't get moral on me," Tom said. He leveled his eyes at Mike. "I do things my way. You take from me, and you pay for it." Mike just stared back at him. "You're soft," Tom said. But his fist, still clenched, dropped from the truck door, and he walked away from the Suburban and back into the cave. Lydia threw Mike a nasty look, finally managed to fish a replacement clip from her overly tight front pocket, ejected the empty one into her hand, and slid the new one into the pistol with a soft click. "Soft," she echoed as a clip clicked home. She turned and walked back into the cave. In the distance, the muffler of the truck began to fade. It was hard to tell which direction it had gone. Bob stepped up beside Mike, where he stood with Candace and Jen. "I'm not going to kill anybody over an old truck," he said. "Me either," the other three said in near unison. "I guess we better start making sure everything's locked up tight, though," Mike said. "We're going to have to start keeping a watch," Jan said. "We will," Candace agreed. "What if the next thing they want is a woman?" "That's not funny," Mike said. She leveled her dark eyes on his, silvery moonlight reflecting from them. "I wasn't trying to be funny. Now that they know we're around," she shrugged. "Lydia may have overreacted, but maybe not. Who the hell would pull a stunt like that anyway? Everything's just lying around. You want a truck? Go get one. No, it's a mindset. Someone who takes like that doesn't take because it's easy. They take because they like it. They take because they can." She lowered her voice. Truck, woman, might be all the same to them. No one answered. Tom and Lydia sat talking in low tones as the others walked back into the cave. They had rebuilt the fire, and the warmth and light spread out, glowing on the stone walls. "Tom," Mike started. "Listen," Tom said. "I shouldn't have said that. I didn't mean to say that, and no, it would be stupid to go chasing after a goddamn truck in the middle of the night. And no, I don't want to kill someone over stealing a piece of shit truck," Tom said. "But that kind of shit can't happen. I mean, what's next?" "Yeah," Mike agreed. "Yeah, I guess what's next is locked up trucks. No keys left in them. And," he looked over at Candace, "I guess a guard at night," Candace said. She thinks someone who would come to take a truck might come to take a woman, too. The silence held for only a second. "Fucking A," Lydia spat. "She looks positively rabid," Candace thought. "What I meant," Candace said, "is a truck, maybe one of us. Who steals a truck when everything is just lying around free for anyone who wants to pick it up?" Tom nodded his head. "Well, as soon as it's light, I say we follow the tracks. If we're careful, it should be no problem at all," Mike said. "Goddamn right," Lydia said. "We should be armed. I'm sure they will be," Candace said. "Not you. You're not going to, are you?" Mike asked. "I'm the best shot we have," Candace said, It's that simple. If we don't go after them... She shrugged and then shook her head. No, she said. The more I think about it, they'll probably come back. And they'll probably come back armed as well. Hell, maybe they were armed this time. She looked at Lydia. Lydia saw 2 in the truck, but how many more were there? Or how many more were there back wherever they went to? She finished seriously. So, the idea is to take it to them before they bring it to us? Bob asked. You got a better idea? Tom challenged. No, but I'm no killer. It's still just a goddamn truck, Bob finished. Yeah, tonight it was a truck. Tomorrow it might be me, or Candace, or Jan, Lydia said. Bob stayed silent, thoughtful. He sighed. What a damn mess, he said at last. It is that, Tom agreed. I got to agree, Bob, Mike said. It's not the same world. What if they do come back? Do we decide then to do something? It might be too late then. Honey, I think it's best to get them, Janet said quietly, her eyes on Bob's. Those eyes looked frightened, Mike thought. He supposed a little of that fright was resting in everyone's eyes right now. I don't like to be bullied or pressured into anything, Bob said. Hey, Mike said. It's no pressure, man. It's real. It really just happened. Bob nodded his head yes, but a frown remained stamped onto his mouth. Deep lines scarred his forehead. His hands twisted restlessly in his lap. He suddenly brought his hands together firmly. Okay, he agreed. Okay, I see the point. I've done a lot of hunting. I'm a good shot with a rifle. I'd like to go too.
Thanks for joining in. See you next week.